Hello, friends. There is a legend arising from the Assumption of Mary and how she dropped her girdle into the hands of Thomas. A girdle is a textile cord used as a belt. Artists have created paintings to capture this story, and let's look at 4. In this painting by Palma Vecchio, on first glance, it looks like a typical scene of the Assumption, with the apostles gathered as witnesses. Hang on a bit. Can you count how many apostles are present? 11. So one is missing. So who is missing? It is Thomas. Shift your attention to the right and you can see Thomas hurrying on the trail in the distance. So here is the first variation of the legend. According to the story, when it came time for Mary's life on earth to end, a message was sent to the apostles to reunite at her bedside. All except Thomas arrived promptly. It was believed Thomas was already preaching in India, so he obviously needed more time to travel. As the 11 looked on in wonder, Mary was taken from her tomb and assumed into heaven by the angels. Depicted in this painting, Thomas races to the tomb, hoping to be present for this wondrous moment. From her higher perspective, Mary, knowing Thomas would not make it, begins to loosen her girdle. When Thomas finally arrives, and very likely scolded by the rest for his tardiness, he sees only an empty sky. So Mary lets her girdle drop into his hands, leaving him a physical sign that she had been in the sky. So this is how Thomas came to have Mary's girdle. With this painting by Sebastiano Mainardi, there is another variation to be told. Thomas arrives too late and he is alone at the tomb. He uncovers the tomb to discover only sweet-smelling roses in it. He doubts that the Virgin has ascended into heaven. Mary appears to him to drop her girdle as proof and as her gift to him. In this painting, Mary, as usual, is attended to by angels, and oddly, only 2 persons of the Trinity are shown at the top: God the Father and the Holy Spirit. So this is another variation of the legend. This last painting by Sarno di Pietro is beautiful in its palette of purples, reds, and gold. The artist uses extreme contrast to depict the heavenly realm with the earthly. Mary is clad in regal robes of gold threads and attended to by a host of angels. She is constrained within a mandala, which is an almond-shaped frame of light, functioning very much like a halo, but in this instance envelops the whole body of the holy person. Thomas, small in size to suggest the far distance on earth, is by her empty tomb and sees the girdle of the Virgin dropping down to him. So where is this girdle? It is housed at the Cathedral of Prato in Tuscany, Italy. This is another painting by Sarno di Pietro, very similar to his previous in composition and in styling. In this version, if you look towards the bottom of the painting, Mary's girdle can be more clearly seen dropping into the hands of Thomas on earth. Whatever you make of this legend, and it is a colorful one, I think it still gives a chance to find a valuable lesson for us. Mary waits for us to come to her, and if she cannot wait, She sends back signs to encourage us. Dear friends, happy celebration of the Assumption of Our Lady.